Hello everyone. Gonna do some testing earlier than usual for FIA manufacturer. I might do the nations as well, but the track limits are a piss take, so too sure. Hello everyone in the chat. Is this your job yet? Well, I mean, kind of like a part-time job because I have to pick the kids up, take them to school, do all the stuff for them. The missus works full-time. She basically said I should push my channel as hard as I can and just see how it goes. I mean, you wouldn't put it this way. I mean, it would take a lot of years to get to 20k subscribers because it took me a long time, and I could earn more getting probably a part-time job in Asda, but that's not the point. I enjoy what I do, and I think there's more potential in this, you know, eventually. I think when it's realistically a full-time job, if when you get to like 100k, I think 100,000 subscribers, something like that, that's probably when I'd say it's a realistic job. I'm finishing my lunch off to get these settings up. We haven't got 18k, we've got 9, we're nearly on 20k subscribers now. Only 250 subscribers to go and we're on 20k. So let's create a lobby. Now the penalty system here has gone back to, if anyone remembers when the track first came on the game, and the penalty system was like really strict. It's back to that. It's too strict in my view, but possibly better than being the way it was, but we've been able to cut corners. But I think that they could have done it better. I think they could have just allowed a little bit more leniency on some of the exits, because you pick up 1 second penalties for going an inch wide. It's a bit stupid. Do this as C rated. Do that as A for now. Let a few more people in early in the day. There it is. Do we want this? What time of day is it? I can't remember the time of day. 1 second. Signed with Jag. Not a bad choice, to be honest. Probably a decent choice for this season with some of the tracks that are coming. Pardon me. 6:30. Four laps. Is that all this is? For God's sake. I swear it used to be 5 laps these races. But... Rolling starts. Fastest first. Slipstream real. Mechanical wood light. Tyre wear is times 13. Shouldn't really be an issue at this track. I'll leave that a bit higher. DOP on. Tires is racing hard. Tuning protected. Ghost is on. Right, just double check it. You just check I'm online. Yeah, I'm online. So PSN was off last night. That's why one of the reasons why I didn't stream. But also my pedals played up yesterday day. I had to take them all apart and clean them out. The accelerator was just randomly not getting 100% throttle. So I had to take them all apart and clean them. I've got the other set of pedals there if it didn't fix it, but it seems to be working again. But I've just got to keep an eye on my throttle, make sure that it's gonna stay working. Okay, so the lobby's done. Feel free to join if you want to join and have some practice. Thank you, Ferdinand. Yeah, last round was a bit lucky, to be fair, because we did a good lap in qualifying. We didn't have the race pace, but because the races are so short now, you can get away with it. All right. Everything's how it should be now. One thing about this track is I'm not particularly strong around this track for some reason. I've never been able to really get the most from a car. I don't mind the track, I just not particularly strong here, but the car is strong, so I've got to try. That's why I'm on early. I want to get some practice because I need to get myself better at this track because the car's good here, so I need to get the most out of it really. Let's go to track. I want to see how the fuel burning works with this car as well. Yeah, what lobbies were they in, Tin? Just as a question, just to I was a bit annoyed when I looked at the manufacturer ratings, because this is no offense to VLX Crazy. This is obviously, he did a great job. He won his race and he got more points. I think it was split 3 or 4. It might have been split 3 or 4. I don't really know, but he got more points for the win in split 3 or 4 than I did for P6 in top split, and his qualifying time was over a second slower. So that shows you the point situation at the moment. It is so frustrating. Like, if he would have been in our lobby, he would have finished. He would have qualified last and probably come away with 300 points, 400 points at most. But because he was in split 3 and 4, he got over 2,200 and got more than myself, which is a bit of a piss take, but that's GT. But this car looks quite good at burning fuel. I thought it would be, though. I presume that everyone's going to burn fuel on this. Yeah, it's good. It's not the best. I think the Peugeot's a bit faster, the VGT. The Mustang is better than this, a bit. The Golf will be okay here. I think it'll be equal to the Ford. Corvette's good here. The Supra should be okay. One good thing about this, though, is it's definitely good at burning fuel, this car. So I don't know how the qualifying will work for this, how long you'll get. I think it's a 14-minute qualifying, isn't it? Yeah, the Lexus is fairly strong. Jaguar will be strong. Audi's not as bad as I thought, purely because of the first section and the last section of the track. It gains quite a bit of time through there. I don't know whether it'll be a 14-minute qualifying or longer. I have no idea here. It's going to probably be worth just... I would think it would be better just to do a burn and lap fuel, change your tyres, warm the tyres up a bit on an out lap, and then go for your lap. That's how I think it would be best to do this. I haven't driven this with fuel on yet. It's 15 minutes. Okay. So that is that 15 minutes and it ends, or is that 15 minutes and you can do another lap? How does that work? That's so stupid then, because the qualifying is going to be probably longer than the race. Oh my god. So stupid. So if it's 15 minutes and then you can do another lap, that's an 19 minute qualifying. 19-minute qualifying, or is it just 15 minutes and it ends? I'm not sure how this works. Like, normally it's not a 10-minute at this track. Normally they extend the time for this track. I should have... I wonder if it'll go into the details on the thing. It'll tell you. If anyone's on the game but not in the lobby, go into the manufacturer and go into the extra details and see if it tells you there how long qualifying is. Because I think they normally do 12-minute qualifying, like extend it a bit, so it'll be like 12 plus a lap. I think for this one, possibly. I think that's what they done last time, anyway. We'll go and change the tires now. Okay, so it'll be a 14-minute qualifying then. If it says 10, that means it'll be 14 minutes when it comes to it. Because obviously you can do the extra lap, so... So we're probably... We came out of the pits after a minute, I think, of the lobby being open, so... We're probably on about right now, and then we just have to warm the tyres up on an out lap, so change tyres. It's definitely going to be a one-shot qualifying anyway. Why is it not letting me... Wouldn't let me press stop refueling? Could you recommend the brake balance on the Citroen and get reply because the car seems slow, or rather I am. No, the car's a bit shit, to be honest, in Group 3. Wrong season to pick Citroen, if I'm honest. I would probably say more, maybe like minus 1, -2. You want to go minus, I would think, because it's MR, isn't it? I'm pretty sure the Citroen's MR, so if it's an MR car, you want to probably go more to the front bias. No, I'd rather burn fuel and get the fuel down. And then just do one flying lap, to be honest. They changed the pitting that it won't let you out until you have at least 1 lap remaining. I don't get you. What? What? They changed it so... I don't really get that, to be honest. Oh, is that because I've been burning fuel though? Yeah, but that's stupid though, because that's not how much fuel I'll be using on a proper lap. That's a bit daft of them. Why would they do that? Not even I need to read. I mean, I've probably got 2 laps of fuel, but because I've been fuel burning, the game doesn't recognize it. And I have to try and make sure I remember that when I go into the pits. Alright, let's start warming the tyres up now. Feels way different to time trial, this. Why are the rears worn out like that? I feel a bit more forward on bias with this car because it's wearing the rears out already. Is this car going to be able to no stop this? I'm not sure about it. I hate them corners. Ah, no, you dick. I've lost loads of time there. You've got to cut that bit and I turned too early. But the aim, really what I want to do today is just try and get into a rhythm of not getting penalties on laps. Because the race is going to be, I think so many people are going to get penalties here. Yeah, I'm not very good at this track though, Simon, so I won't be doing high 58s. Maybe by tomorrow night I might be doing high 58s, 59s, I don't know, but not today I won't be. No, we wouldn't be doing 56. Not a chance. I can only do a 56 on time trial at the moment. Like 55s is a good lap on time trial, so you ain't getting 56s in race. Not even, you won't even get close to that in the race. I've gone way too aggressive into that. You need to remember fuel. Fuel is a massive thing on this game in qualifying and in the race. Adds a lot of weight to your car. Yeah, we're gonna have to, in qualifying, I think low 58s, 57s will be good. 57s will be what we need in qualifying, so we'll start this race in a minute. We definitely need to be looking at 57.2s to 5s, I think, for qualifying. It wasn't a very good lap. Might squeeze a late 56, it might be possible with practice, I don't know. I think you'll lose more than a second. It depends though, because it depends how low you get your fuel. I've had my fuel quite low there. Look, 15% when we ended, but the tyre wear on the rear was kicking in towards the end. Hard to say. Remember, you're running the whole lap on time trial is with 0 fuel and 0 tyre wear. So every acceleration zone, every top speed zone, you're faster on time trial. The Canadian, was it? I don't know who's picked Ford, but I know there's Lloyd. It could be Lloyd. Lloyd's really fast. I don't know if Lloyd's gone. I don't know if he's racing this season. Start this race anyway. Let's just let people know. With practice, I should be able to get it down to. I would expect to be in 57s for qualifying. Traction control out, that might be worth using, possibly, yeah. Just on level 1, just to stop any spin on the rear. Could do, yeah. But I think it was because I also made a few mistakes running wide and stuff, but right, let's start this race anyway. We've got plenty of time to do qualifying, so. So now I've got to see. I'm going to go all the way to the front with the bias anyway to try and look after the tyres. Here's traction control, yeah. Open lobby yet. Yeah, after Saturday we've got a gap because it's the World Tour event. The World Tour at the end of June, so they have a gap. Which I'm made up about, to be brutally honest. I want a gap on this game. I want to have a break off FIA. I want to be able to do a couple of open lobbies and just have fun. I want to be able to go and play iRacing and Assetto Corsa and stuff. So I'm quite looking forward to the gap we're having. I love this track. It gives P1 such a boost off the start. But what we're practicing now is trying not to get penalties. That's my main practice at the moment. Could have pushed that way more through there. Just see the, yeah, so I can rev. The more I rev this, the better, really, because it doesn't lose too much speed down the straights. It is a little bit faster shifting early, but I'm going to burn more fuel, so the car will get lighter and lighter the more I rev it, which will be better for the tyres. That wasn't very good. So I'm guessing we've got a McLaren or something behind us, or something quite fast down the straights, because on the straights, he's faster. Can't see what it is. It's got penalties though. See, that's what I want to practice, is not getting any penalties. That's going to be the main thing really to try and sort out. Ah, horrible line. Oh, someone's got the bug. I hope that's not a penalty cut. I don't know. No, I think I got away with it. Yeah, it's a 4-lap FIA. It's just daft. It should be. I wish they'd go up to like 7, 8 laps. You know, 7 laps at least. It'd just be more entertaining. 6 to 7 laps, something like that, maybe. I don't know. And then they could lower the tyre wear more. Oh shit. They could lower the tyre wear, lower the fuel, start us on maybe 50% fuel, and then make it so everyone has to pit. But it's a decision whether you change your tyres or not. So you could gain 4 seconds in the pits by not changing your tyres, but still have reasonable tyres to the end. Or you change your tyres and get an advantage in the last few laps for lap time and like close them down. I think it would be entertaining whether if they could find the right balance for it. I need to concentrate and we're going to get a penalty if I don't. Not a very good lap I'm on at the moment, but break. Get back over. Get a penalty for that. I don't know. Might get away. Yeah, got away with it. Oh, that cone on the track there, and I got a little bit worried about that. Messed me up all the way through there, all because of that cone. All because I hit the bloody cone. What is this, YouTube? Yeah, it's Gran Turismo Sport. Oh, please don't start with a view. Why this view? Why not this view? I hate people that like complain about a view. Like, it's a game, it's not real life. I play iRacing cockpit. This I play on this. The reason on GT you can't use that is because you've got no field of view to mess with. So I have tried, like, I have been there, I've used cockpit view on this game, and it's a disadvantage. For the first 6 months of the game I used cockpit view. Probably longer than that, probably nearly like 8-9 months. But I soon realised that it was definitely a disadvantage. Not only that, another reason why I don't use that view is some cars, not all cars, I don't know what this one's like. Yeah, but look at the mirror. Look at that compared to that. I can see so much more in that mirror. So some cars you don't even have the mirror on cockpit view. You get nothing, so you don't know what's behind you. It's just not the best, really. Oh, brake. Too late. Might have to do it to first. There is no tyre and fuel strategies for these races anymore. Softest tyre possible, which is hard because there's only one tyre. And you just drive flat out. FIA's changed a lot now. There's no strategy involved. It's just flat out to the end. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rear starting to lose a bit of wear. So far, no penalties, which is good. We're not really very fast, but not too worried about that. That might be a penalty, though. Possibly a penalty there, I don't know. Then rear tyres are starting to fade off. One thing as well, in the race, everyone will be slipstreaming each other and you'll be going way faster. So race pace, I think, will be in the 57s at the start now. To be honest, I think race, you probably will be in the 57s for race, because when everyone's slipstreaming each other, you'll be gaining so much time. Yeah, I used to use this view. This is how I used to play a penalty view. I didn't even think that was a penalty, to be fair. I used to drive this view, but it doesn't even feel as fast. It feels like you're not moving. I don't like it. On iRacing Assetto Corsa, yeah, I use cockpit view, but not on this. The rear, you can feel the rear sliding around a lot now. Yeah, it'll definitely come down to avoiding penalties. It'll be slipstream and penalties in top split, definitely. No, there'll be. I think the Mustangs will be what you'll want to slipstream. The Mustang's a bit faster down the straight, and also if anyone's in the McLaren. If anybody's in the McLaren, that car is absolutely flies down the straight. Brake a bit early because the tyres are starting to fade. I'll feel them. So yeah, we should be able to maintain laps pretty much consistently in the 58. So if I just concentrate, and with slipstream, I think it'll be 57s in the race, some 58s by tomorrow. I think my pace won't be as strong as a lot of others because this isn't a strong track for me, but at least my car will be able to, it'll be able to get in people's slipstreams really easily. Oh shit. The McLaren's always had a lot of understeer, but it's just straight line speed is insane. Yeah, the mirror is massively important for me. I like to have that there. That's why, another reason why I don't run radar. People always say radar, but why would I need the radar when I've got a massive, huge mirror at the top of my screen where I can see people going for dives? The one penalty for the first run's not too bad. Yeah, you just don't need the radar on, in my opinion. I know where a car is if what I expect when a car's next to me is them to drive correctly, and I kind of just drive. If I know there's a car to the right, I'll just drive and give them space, and if they push the space too much, then there's not much you can do. You're not going to drive off track to avoid an incident, because on this game you'll get a penalty. You'll get like a 5-second penalty for just going anywhere outside the limit, especially this track. This is going to be awkward for racing anyway. If you got any side-by-sides in the corners here, probably going to get a penalty. This is not a dark horse. Everyone knows this car's fast. You okay, Mamph? How are you, mate? The Ford GT was like massively overpowered when it came out, and everyone just forgot about it. Like they were like, they moved on and totally forgot that it was a good car. The WRX will suffer here. The WRX will be pretty screwed around this track, if I'm brutally honest. It's not good. Like the Subaru's shocking. It's got no straight line speed at all. We won't let. We're going down on tyre wear now. The tyre wear isn't an issue anymore. like, every race is a no stopper now, so let's go back into, like, let's go back onto track. Qualifying again. We've gone out on 30 seconds. Doesn't really matter about that, actually. So I need to be in the pits about 5 minutes, like, well, no, 6 minutes on this one because we started a bit late, didn't we? I went out when it was already on 30 seconds, so I crossed the line at about 10 minutes 30. The Ford GT, the Peugeot VGT is better. The Mustang's better. It's definitely a top 5 for sure. I think it's hard to really pick because in top split people will just be slipstreaming each other anyway. So it's definitely a good car though. It's definitely top. I think it's definitely in the top 5. Round P, it's between P3 and 5, something like that in terms of the ability of the car. No, it's not. Ford GT's not, mate. I've tried the Ford GT, the Mustang. The Mustang's better. The Mustang's got higher top speed. In 6th gear, it pulls more than the Ford GT. The GT, oh yeah, shit, the Nissan GTR is good as well, but I don't think it's the best. Because the Nissan GTR isn't as strong as the Mustang in 6th gear. And this is all about 6th gear, this track. It's very much a 6th gear track, so... You know, if you've got a car that pulls in 6th gear, then yeah. Mustangs, the GTR is better at acceleration in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. It dies off a bit in 5th and 6th compared to the Mustang. Mustang, Peugeot VGT, the Ford GT, Nissan GTR, McLaren, what other ones would be good? Jaguar Group 3 car would be good. Yeah, Jag. Corvette will be decent because the Corvette is really good at accelerating through early gears, and then once you're in a slipstream anyway, it won't matter. I'm not sure about the throttle lift. Like it, I like it sometimes, but I don't like it when you're going through this corner. It caught in time trial, it ruined a couple of my laps. Like this corner, when you lift off the throttle, I think you're on about this. When you go through it and just lift a bit, it just starts like, it rotates a bit too much. Obviously, I wasn't going as fast as I would normally be there, but it's good, but it can catch you out. There'll be a lot of cars that can win this, I'll tell you. There'll be quite a few, you'll be surprised. Ferrari's not... The reason the Ferrari's up there on the time trial is because M. Thomas or LZR Thomas is just really good at this track. So, don't judge the Ferrari by his pace. The Ferrari's not bad at the track though. Where the Ferrari gains its time is on acceleration and on corners like this. The fast corners the Ferrari's really good on. It's the same with the Audi. The Audi, the R8 is going to be weak on the straight, but the R8 will be so fast through the final section and the first section. It might be able to stay with cars because of the slipstream. So that could be a decent car as well. It's just not got the 6th gear. That's where the Audi lacks. Okay, so I've judged this pretty much perfect. We've got 6 minutes. What was it I said? We came out on 30, so yeah. We're about 30 seconds early into pit, so we don't have to push on this outlap now. Renault? Why? No, Renault's shit here. Renault's shit. No, you don't want to go to Renault. Do you know what might not be bad here though? The NSX, because the NSX is really good in 6th gear. So the NSX might be stronger than you think. The Honda NSX could be decent, because that car surprised me at Tokyo. In 6th gear, it started to pull quite well. So with a slipstream, that car is really good. We're probably not going to get over the line in time here, but oh well. We need to judge that anyway. At least I know I need to go a bit more aggressive on the outlap. Oh no, I probably will, because we're 30 seconds behind, aren't we? I forgot that. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay to go over the lap. I forgot we didn't come out of the pit still. It was like 38 seconds, so yeah, that was fine how I did that lap. Yeah, the Renault's not very good. The Porsche won't be very good, I don't think. Mercedes AMG, I don't think it's going to be very good. Beetle, no, because it's hard because it's got the 7 gears though, hasn't it? That's where in a slipstream, then it might be okay. I really don't know. The Beetle's a tricky one. Yeah, I wish there was the... I would like them to add the Porsche GT3 car. But I don't think they will. You never know. They're going to add a new Cayman Group 4 car, though. So we might get a new Porsche Group 3. After the straights, you mean the 2 chicanes on the straights? I think it's kind of it's a hard. You got to be like careful because it is the curbs in a way, but if you go too far over, it'll just give you a penalty anyway. The track limits are really, really strict. Yeah, I mean the Cayman's gone a bit weak now though. They've weakened the Cayman somehow. I don't know how, but it's definitely not as strong as it used to be. Hopefully we're warming these tyres up here nicely. Not overdriving it, I'm just taking some speed through the corner so the tyres are staying reasonable. So it's like at 10 minutes 30, I need to be over the line before 10 minutes 30. So that would mean that I've started the lap in the right amount of time. Yeah, we've easily got time here. I haven't started that right. Ah. Messed it up again. Same corner again. Didn't turn in early enough. The Cayman used to be good, and then it went crap for a while, and then it went really good, and now it's gone kind of medium, like average-ish. It's, well, it's probably better than average, but it's not as good as it used to be. Although when I drove it the other day on the daily race at Goodwood, it felt good, so it's hard. It is hard to judge, really. Might be a penalty, that. You gotta be careful on that curb. Might have got away with it just about. Ah. Bit better, but need to get in the 57s, really. Low 57s is needed. Alright, we'll start this suit. Yeah, daily race speed. This is why I think they should. The issue with high ranked players being against lower ranked is one of the reasons why I think they should unlock the driver rating system to encourage more people to play the game, because more people will want to up their ratings again, and then it will divide the rankings properly. But at the moment, it's not fair that D, C, B drivers are racing A+ drivers, because you're not going to win. Let's be brutally honest. you're gonna get destroyed, and it's not fair on them people. So they need to really sort that out. Let's start this race anyway. What car have we got behind us there? Is that the GTR, I think, possibly? Hold on. Might be alright. No, piss off. Fuck off. That's a stupid penalty, that. As far as I know, the Nissan's not as... Look now. Look at the GTR behind me. Watch it loses pace now. Like, it starts losing it. See? That's why the GTR's not as strong. Oh, might be another penalty, I don't know. He's not going to get in the slip. He's not in the slipstream. That's what's... I need to keep him out of the slipstream. Any sign of Momos? No. It's not with the streams getting flagged. This will probably get flagged after it's done. I know that, and so will tomorrow's race. But then you appeal it and you'll get it back. It's because a lot of it is because of the sounds and the visuals. It visually picks up stuff on the stream. I don't know if this... It might be alright now because they did say they were going to try and improve their system when I emailed them. Because I had quite a few streams that got thingied by different people, and I think the people that will be doing the Le Mans stream will be the same ones, so hopefully it should be better now, this system, because they did say they were going to make improvements to it. Whether they will or not, though, is another thing. To be fair to them, though, once I appealed and did it, they released it straight away. That should be... What? I'm doing that how they do it in time trial. I don't understand that. You can do that line in time trial, no issue, and you don't get a penalty. But you do it on the online and you get a penalty. That's really weird. I'll have to just run it wider then, like I was doing before. No, I'm not up in the SR in the lobby because I want everyone... This is just a practice. We're just messing around. This isn't a strict session. I want to let everyone have a practice together. I'm not really bothered if there's some people that are a bit aggressive, because when we do the proper testing, maybe if we get on tonight, might stream again tonight. I don't know yet. If I do, I'll make the lobby a bit stricter and possibly do I really don't know about nations. I'm just not sure about whether I'm going to do it. I think that in group 1 with these track limits, it'll be a nightmare. The Ford Mustang's got a time up there, and I think the Ford GT's got one up there as well. There's a lot of cars that can be quite good here, to be fair. That was better through there anyway. Yeah, Nations does have a lot of good races though, with like the higher downforce cars. That's why I like Nations, because although it has road cars, it also has high downforce, and you don't have to do every race. I mean, you literally only have to do a few in the season. Okay, 58.5 in the race. That's getting better. So we're improving. Definitely need 57s, I think. It'll be low 57s in the race because of slipstream. Yeah, that's why they've done both tracks and nations and manufacturer. It's the Gran Turismo's Le Mans 24 hour cut down to 4 laps. 16-minute race or whatever it'll be. Fucking hell. So you can really attack them chicanes. I saw Lewis do it on his lap. So I can probably gain a second on my time trial time, I think. Maybe out to get in the 54s. Because you can really bite up against the curbs. Yeah, I wish the races were like the old top 24 races, which were about about 25 minutes they were. That was a really nice distance, I thought, but they ain't gonna go back to it by the looks of it. Although they listened to us with the tyre wear, didn't they? They've obviously paid attention to what everyone was complaining about. But now, because we've got lower tyre wear, we need a bit longer race, so we still have a bit of strategy involved, because I think they misunderstand what people complain about. People don't want a flat-out race like no pit stop. They want to have not as much of a tyre issue, but with strategy still involved. So maybe up that distance to the old FIA top 24 races, and they've pretty much got it perfect. Oh. Why didn't they make the FIA race 24 hours? Because no one would do it. Probably that's why. And even then, I couldn't do a 24-hour race, even with driver swaps. I've got family and kids. I mean, no thanks. I can't do shit like that. That's the only thing for myself. Yeah, imagine that to the missus. Sorry, I'm not helping you out with dinner or looking after the kids because I'm doing a 24-hour race. She'd fucking batter me. No, I mean, she's good enough already to let me do all this and support me in what I do anyway. I don't think she'd be too happy with me sitting on a thing for 24 hours. Especially at night time when she's got to be in working the next day. Not going to go down well. Oh, the rear tyres are going a bit. Jimmy Broadbent, has he got kids though? I don't know. I don't think it... Has he got kids? I mean, if you've got no kids, then fair enough. If I didn't have kids and a missus, I'd be fucking streaming 10 hours a day, probably more. I'd be on it all the time, streaming and racing, the iRacing, GT Sport, Assetto Corsa, everything. Whoa, these rears are feeling really loose. Get the missus to do the first 12 hours. Well, I mean, that wouldn't go too well, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think Jimmy Broadbent's got like kids, so that's 100% fair enough for people like that. If you've got family, you just can't do races like that. It's, you know, one, I've got to pick kids up, and if the missus is in work on a weekend, which she does do a lot of weekends, I can't leave the kids for 6 hours without me getting them stuff and making them dinner and that. You know, even if you're doing 3-hour stints, it's too long to be... That's why I don't stream when the missus isn't at home normally, because I can't leave the kid. It's not right. Why I'm not looking forward to the summer holidays, if I'm honest, because summer holidays for me, any holidays where the kids are off, it means lower content, because I can't get on to do as much content. I can't even... I've got to tidy up after them all the time, and it's just a pain in the arse. But get some driving. Yeah, this is my full-time job though as well, but I can't do it full-time because I've got kids. Obviously, it's a bit different. Like I'm kind of like part-time on YouTube, really. It's kind of like a part-time job, but that's all I do because I'm looking after the kids the other time. Benji. This lap's been really scruffy because I've just been reading too much chat, really, but... Oh, balls, that's a penalty. I wonder if I back off, it won't... Let's see, right, I backed off. I lost time. Let's see if it still gives me a penalty. No penalty. So it is true that if you back off, it will recognise that you've lifted and you won't get the penalty. Quite handy to know that, because you can get like 2 seconds worth of... But them rears are dead. I've been pushing them too hard. Yeah, get me 5-year-olds to start doing stints. I mean, that's not very nice, Isaac. That's too far. That's just a little bit too far. Yeah, it's been in the game a while, I know that, but sometimes you've got to lift off more than other times. It's just trying to work out how much you have to lift. That's the problem. See if the missus is on her lunch yet. Yeah, YouTube is like part-time job because I obviously look after the kids. The missus works full-time in retail, manager. So she basically said, because without if I got a full-time job, the kids would be screwed because there's no one to pick them up, there's no one to take them to school, there's no one to look after them, and then you'd have to pay childcare. So it was either I get a late night job, like a late night job somewhere, which I really didn't want to do, or I just hammered YouTube for part-time and stream every night, do videos. And even though it doesn't make massive amounts of money, which at the end of the day, I enjoy it, it keeps me happy, it's got a future because my channel is growing. I'm nearly on 20k subscribers now, so you know, the growth I've had over the last year has been quite strong. So if it keeps on like that, we could be on, by this time next year, we could be on 40k. It's very possible we could be on 40, especially with PS5 will be really big for me when PS5 comes out. If there's a new game, if there's like a new Gran Turismo game, that'll be really, really big for me, because I think that'll boost the channel up massively, and we might even hit like 40k by the end of the year. Might more. You never know. Who knows how it'll go. How to be a good dad. Yeah, I mean, I want them to improve. I'm not going to get the VR that's out now because it's not good enough. I've tried it. It is great fun, but I want them to get new VR. I think VR is good for videos, not good for streaming. Because if you're streaming and you've got VR on, how the hell do you read the chat? Like, you want to interact with the people that are watching you. You don't want to just sit there like that with a fucking helmet on your head. Oh, God. Yeah, we're gonna do one more race now. I'm gonna do another race. Just wait. I thought the missus would be on lunch yet, but she must be on a 1 PM lunch. Double check. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing text to speech. No. No. Yeah, we're on a bit earlier today, game with PS1, 2, 3, 4. And I might be on again later though. I might do another stream later. So, the reason why, I mean, another reason why I'm streaming is because I wasn't well for 2 days, and then I didn't do, I've only been doing manufacturer really properly. I haven't got the videos to upload, and the daily races are shit this week, so there's not even daily. I mean, I could do daily race B, but even that, it's a bit boring, isn't it? 3 laps. I just can't be bothered spending an hour time trialing to get myself towards the front or whatever. Or you can't even start from the back, because you start from the back, you've only got 3 laps to do anything, so it's just a bit pointless really. I really wish they'd do something with the daily races. Like, I wish there was a bigger difference between A, B and C. So if they're only going to have 3 options, why not have race A as the sprint race? Race B should be like race C length. So maybe a bit more like, maybe like 10 laps, but with no tyre wear, no fuel. Just a 10-lap sprint or 8-lap sprint, something like that. You say it was Bathurst, an 8-lap sprint race at Bathurst, no fuel, no tyre wear. Race C should be an endurance race with like minimum 30 minutes long. Tyre wear strategy. I think it adds some variety to the way the races are, because race A and B are too similar, just with shit cars normally. Race A. I think there's options they could do to try and make it a bit more entertaining for people. I wish I was in charge of doing the daily races, you know, and the options. I swear, the variety and the tracks, it'd just be so much better. I'm not just bigging myself up there. I know that whoever's doing them at the moment literally just throws anything together. They don't really think about it. Race C should have no qualifying. Race C should just be... So there shouldn't be a time trial for Race C, in my opinion. It should be a longer race. 25 to 30 minutes long, say. And there shouldn't be any qualifying in terms of time trial. It should be done in the lobby. It should be a 2-lap qualifying where you get... maybe you go into the lobby with no tyre wear, no fuel wear, or even just a normal, like, whatever settings are on. And like iRacing has it, no one else on track. You set your time, and that determines your qualifying position. And then you race. I think it'd be more entertaining every race to be qualifying, because then you could qualify last, you could qualify first, you could have someone pull that magic lap together. Time trial just encourages people to sit there, hammer away the time trial. It doesn't mean they're good at qualifying. I mean, we've seen it in FIA. How many times have you seen people that are at the top of the time trials but never ever qualify high up in FIA? Hoppers is a good idea. That would work on GT as well, like a voting system, but ranked. You'd have to. The problem with that is, it's ranked based. So, if someone leave, yeah, I suppose they could have someone leave, someone join. It could work. Forza doesn't have a ranking system, so it's a bit harder on that. It's a bit easier to do on that game. Yeah, one shot would be okay, but I don't like one shot. I think 2 laps, like iRacing, it does it, is really good, because iRacing you have. Obviously, iRacing runs times 1 fuel times 1 tyre wear anyway. But you have 8-minute qualifying, and you go out the pits, you do your out lap, and then you go for the lap on. Lap 1, your tyres are a bit better, so you go for it, like, you push like crazy. If you make a mistake, and you get a times 1, say you run a bit wide down the corner, that invalidates the lap. So you then have to go back in, like, go and do another lap. Now you're under pressure on that second lap. Your tyres aren't quite as good. They're still good, but you can't really risk anything. So you have to do kind of a banker lap to make sure you don't qualify last. So I like that system, because it gives you the opportunity to, 1, push for a really fast lap. You fail that, then you put the banker lap in, and you start further back. Yeah, FIA races are better, definitely. But that's the reason why I like FIA, is because it's got qualifying. But the problem at the moment with FIA is the qualifying is longer than the bloody race nearly. It's nearly the same distance as the race, which is not really very good. That qualifying like that, what I've just said, would get rid of the fuel burning. Because you wouldn't have time. One, you wouldn't have time to do it. You don't know if you're going to do FI. I'm going to do this one, definitely. I'm not sure about Nations. I want to do Nations because I just don't think I'll get a good result there. But you never know. I might as well just have a go at the time trial, possibly off stream, and then see what I can do. FIA qualifying isn't stupid. It's just that the reason it's so stupid is because of fuel burning. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Grid. I was really into Grid games, so I'm really looking forward to that. That's one of the competitions that I won was on Grid Autosport. I didn't win, sorry, I came P3, but I won some. I ended up winning loads of clothes and Grid Autosport like merchandise. I literally got beat on the morning, like a few minutes before it ended, and I would have won a like £400 laptop. And the first prize was like a alien. I think it was an Alienware computer PC or something. It was like a gaming PC, but I was about. I think I was like 2 attempts away from that one. Oh no, I like qualifying. I mean, the time trial is lame in my opinion because time trial just encourages someone to sit there and get the perfect lap. Qualifying is where it's true. It's true under pressure. I like that under pressure. It doesn't feel natural to base a qualifying grid off time trial because, for one, if someone's got more time in the day, they're going to start higher up the grid no matter what. And that, they don't even have to be particularly good at the game. They can just sit there and get the perfect lap. And then that's why we get a lot of trouble in the races as well, because people are too far up the grid that they should be. Now, I would like 2 laps. I've said it. I really would like 2 laps. Like, iRacing has got... Like, this is the thing with iRacing. People don't... Like, iRacing's been around for 10 years. They know what they're doing. They've perfected... They've got it spot on. Their system works. It's been around for 10 years. They do it correct. And it really works. It's only 8 minutes long, the qualifying. It doesn't... There's no, like, going over the line, starting another lap. It's 8 minutes and 2 flying laps. You don't get anything more. So up to you when you go out the pits, but you get an out lap and 2 flying laps, no more. You can't do an out lap, do a flying lap, then go back in the pits. It won't work. That'll be your qualifying over. Like iRacing, like the penalty system as well. Gran Turismo's tried to be all fancy with their penalty system, and you only have to look at the videos that have come out recently and the exploits you can now do with the penalty system. It's a piss take. You can deliberately give someone a penalty on this game. It's like, it's quite funny to be honest, because if you hit someone and then go into the barrier, they get the penalty. So say we were here now, right? I had a car on my right. I sideswipe him and then I bash into that barrier there. That will give them a penalty and not me. I won't get a penalty. It's really weird, the situation. Momos, because I don't think they ban people when you report them. I think that's there as a gimmicky thing just to make you think they do something, but I don't think they do anything. I think the majority of people would like... Do you know what? Another reason why iRacing qualifying would work, where you've got no one else on track. Slipstreaming. People that, like... Literally, like I've done it. But also... teaming up where people can team up and that, it gets rid of that as well. So it's all down to your own ability. Alright, let's start a lap anyway. Didn't get the exit speed there. Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, the people in top split, it's not too bad. I don't think many people are exploiting too much in top split. But lower splits, people will do anything sometimes, and they'll push you off to give other people penalties and stuff. I need to check my brake balance is on the right setting in a minute. Yeah, it's not very good through there. About 3-4 attempts down on what it should be. Still about 3 attempts down, 4 attempts down. I mean, I think what he's saying is weird that people want to do like I personally wouldn't want to win by taking someone out and giving them a penalty. That's what I think he's saying. I mean, I wouldn't want to win that way. For me, that wouldn't be. It would feel horrible. I wouldn't. It's not how I would want to do it. I would want to win by being the fastest or doing the better strategy and keeping it clean, or as clean as you can. Break. Oh shit. Why did I rev that long? Oh, don't get in my way. Don't get in my way. Oh, what's he doing? Ah. Damn, run wide. Would have only been a few. So we might have got a 58.2 to through without that corner where we made the error. Need to get in the 57s though. It's got to be 57s. Okay, the missus is on a dinner now. Right, I'm just gonna go and ring the missus while people finish off their thing. I'll be about 3-4 minutes. I'll be back in a minute. gonna get something to eat as well, I'm starving. Okay, we're back. Let's start this race anyway. Let's just go back and get through sector 1. Now shit myself. How did I got a penalty for, or was that for the, might have been for the track limits. There you go. Right, we can start this now. I'm tempted to buy the new F1 game. The problem with me buying new games is, like, finding time to actually get on them and actually do, because of FIA. FIA takes up so much time. It's like, because you've got 4 races or possibly a week to practice for. It doesn't leave you much time to play anything else. That's the really frustrating thing. I wish they'd separate some of the FIA stuff and 1 race a week in each nations on each like one manufacturer, 1 nations, but then give us more daily races to race possibly. Oh, miss the apex. Probably just giving him the slipstream there. Oh, nailed that, so got away from him. That was a little bit iffy, nearly lost it through there. Let's go all the way to the front with the bias this time. Try and look after the rears a bit more. We're in the Ford GT. You subbed, you liked one of my videos. Thank you. Yeah, Ford GT. I didn't pick the Mustang for Group 3 because this is going to be the better car for a lot of other tracks. Yeah, Mitsubishi won't be able to keep up round there. Subaru will be screwed. Lightning's... I don't know if a Lightning will do it for fun. I really don't know. He might do it. I think he'll need to get slipstreams to do it, though. But then again, we have tracks where the handling cars are really strong, and then you have tracks where the power cars are strong, so it's one of them, isn't it? It goes both ways, really. Sometimes it goes for you, the track, and sometimes it goes against you. Whoa, 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 that curb just nearly threw me out. That was weird. Not had that before. Ah, that's better, that's better, that's better. Oops. I thought I was on the 100 by a mistake there. So considering this lap has not had the best start, it's not actually that bad. We might be able to hit 57s in the race, you know. I think with Slipstream, like maybe later on when we got faster drivers in, we'll set the lobby a bit higher rated. We might be able to see some 57s in the race when you're slipstreaming each other. Totally messed that up. Yeah, we're streaming now and we're going to stream later as well. So probably about 6:30 we'll stream again, something like that. I need to stop making mistakes. But then again, I am trying to read the chat. We won't be reading chat when it comes to FIA tomorrow. Isn't there a new test drive coming? I thought they are working on one, but it's gone a bit silent. Awful. All right, let's try and concentrate here. Build up a bit of a lead if possible. Not like that, I won't. Better. What's he doing? You trying to take people out? I've got ghosted cars on. Okay, whoever that is, we'll kick him out of the lobby because we're not having none of that shit in here. Brake too late. Might pick up a penalty there. Braked way too late. Who is that who's going backwards? Because I'm gonna kick him in a minute. Once we come out this lobby. I'm guessing it was that person that just left. So, was it this guy that's just joined the game? Yeah, it was him that's just joined because the car disappeared, so... Ah, no way was that a penalty. Holy shit. Oh shit, oh shit. What was that other 1.4 for? I didn't even cut the corner. What? It's gone up another half a second. What? What was that for? It just went up. What? I'm so confused at that. It went from half a second to a second, 1.5, then another half a second for no reason. The penalties at Le Mans are a bit screwed, though. They always have been. I mean, I know they're tricky in terms of track limits, but I didn't cut the corner, and then I got another half a second because I slid through the corner. I didn't run wide. It's as if the game, I don't know, it was random, that penalty then. That half a second was really weird. You'll still never beat the, I remember when I got a 26-second penalty at this track for taking about half a foot off a corner. Yeah, that might be the original 1 second penalty, but what was the other half a second for? That added on? It added another, it went from 1.4 to 1.9 mid-corner, just randomly. I don't know why. Brake, 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 brake. Oops. Go, go, go. I really do need to concentrate rather than reading chat because it's... I make so many mistakes when I'm reading. See ya. Oh no, we're only practicing, so it doesn't matter. When we come to FIA, then we concentrate. This is just practice. It doesn't really matter. I can read the chart. We won without even taking the penalty, so... Yeah, I know I went in wide in the corner, but I lost time. I was literally out of control, slowing down before I got back on track. I got a 1 second penalty there, and then I got half a second mid-corner, randomly. I didn't cut the corner, I didn't run wide. This Nissan's okay here. I don't think it'll be the strongest, I don't know. I think the Nissan's, it should be okay actually, because once you're in a slipstream it won't really matter, so the Nissan will be good, but there'll be so many cars that are pretty close because of slipstream. We'll do another race. We've got time to do one more. No, it's not it's not that one, was it? I don't think it was him. Because he exited it and then rejoined the one that was doing it, I think. I don't know. The M6 is struggling. I think it's struggling a bit here, to be honest. I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's... I don't think it's the strongest. But I'm not very good at this track anyway. But who was it who was doing that? I don't think... Was it him that did that? I don't know. I don't know if it was him. I'll ask people. Someone's already said there. Just in case someone misinterprets what I write. Let's see if he admits it. Okay, let's just see. It was definitely him. There we go. Let's go and qualify. So it's on 1 minute 30, so 11 minutes 30 we need to be over the line. I mean, it doesn't matter because ghost cars are on, but it was the intention there to take someone out. That's what I don't know. Plus, it's not what you want to see coming at you when you're going through a corner. McLaren should be okay on tyres, I would think, if you just keep an eye on them. Yeah, it is a bit hard, but the tyre weight is quite low now, so it shouldn't be an issue. I think if the Ford GT can do it, then the McLaren should be able to. Yeah, the Lamborghini in Group 3 is one of them cars where once you're used to it, it's actually really nice to drive, but it takes a lot of practice. It is a tricky car. Only Calster is the chosen one. Yeah, there's some fast wheel drive. I know Manuel Rodri's really good with the Lamborghini on, but he uses a wheel. What do I need to be in the pits for? Is it 7? Yeah, about in the pit lane for about 7 minutes, so I've got plenty of time here. Hello, Questionable Gamer. How are you, mate? The Supra's okay. I think someone might be. I don't know. Why do I feel like someone's in the top 10 with the Supra? Is it RC Mura? Might be in the top 10. I think it's definitely got the ability. It's quite a fast car down the straight, the Supra, so it can, if you get, and it'll be rapid through the corners. So I think if you just hang in the slipstream, you'll be able to do quite well here. Because once you're in the slipstream, it doesn't really matter how fast your car is. As long as you've got some acceleration, which the Supra's got more than a little bit, it's quite a good car in terms of speed. Just make sure you shift it about 60%. Don't ever rev the Supra. How do I manage time? Because I know that a lap's 4 minutes, so as long as I'm in the pits, about 4 minutes, well, say 4 minutes 30 to 5 minutes before I know that the qualifying will end, then I know I've got time to do an outlap and start my final lap. I always look at the timer when I come out of the pits as well, so I know that I'm doing it to what I Alright, see now I've got 4 minutes to get over the line, which would be about when the qualifying would be ending, so we should be fine. Let's just do this for the outlap as well. Put that traction control on to save the rear tyre. I'm going to try and see if it looks after the rear tyre a bit. And then we'll take it off before we start the lap. See if it just helps the rear tyre a bit. Just it seems to be a bit warm when I go in the when I start the lap. I just want to see if it looks after it a little bit. You could probably get away with running this race with one traction control on anyway, because if you've got a slipstream, you're not gonna lose that much anyway with it on, and then you're gonna be back on the slipstream train anyway. Maybe worth doing it through certain sections. I don't know. Might try that out later tonight. Yeah, I don't really tend to race with TCO. The only time I've done it was in Suzuka when we had the extreme tyre wear. And you shouldn't really feel dirty, if I'm brutally honest, because why would you feel dirty? Like, just a question, why would you think it's wrong? Because if anything, we should all be racing with traction control on. If we wanted the most realistic experience, we should all be racing with it on. So don't ever feel bad for using it, because to be honest, no GT3 car can run. I remember speaking to I know it's Jake Dennis when he was Audi Group 3 driver, GT3 driver, and he said that the car is shocking with traction control off. If you turn traction control off, it would be so bad to drive. It relies on having like a lower setting for qualifying, then like a mid setting for the race. Obviously to preserve the tyres a bit. Yeah, GT3 cars never, ever, ever turn traction control off in the race. They don't do it. Not professionals anyway. If you did, you'd spin round and you'd lose so much time. They're designed to have traction control on, but in Gran Turismo, obviously, it's not designed like that. Gran Turismo's got it a bit wrong in that sense. But that's why, like, Assetto Corsa, iRacing in particular, you kind of have to run traction control slightly. That'll be a penalty. Oh no. Oh, I thought I was going to spin. I only did a 46.0. I have, or 46.1. I haven't. I think I can get a 45.0, something like that. For me to get in 54. For me to get in a 54 would be a bit. I don't know, because I'm not particularly strong at this track, so it's one of my weaker tracks. I'm pretty sure I can get a low 55. Pretty sure of that. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't use traction control because it's slower. Like on a qualifying lap, never. And in the race, I don't really use it because it's just genuinely slower. If it was faster, I'd use it though. Messed that up. Messed it up. Like, if they brought out an update that made traction control work, penalty, oops, that made traction control settings work the way they should, and it was faster, I'd use it. I mean, you'd be daft not to use it if it was faster as well. Ah, I can't believe I got a penalty there. What an idiot. Too aggressive into there. This has been a pretty bad lap. I'm going to have to try and get rid of the penalty as well. Yeah, so considering that, yeah, that has made it pretty clear to me that we'll be 57s tomorrow, or you're not getting in the top, whatever. You've got to get 57s because I completely had to brake before the line, and I messed the first 2/3 of the lap were awful. So 57.5, I think minimum with slipstream, probably 56s, I think tomorrow for qualifying, maybe faster, I don't know. No, my fuel wasn't too low at all. My fuel, I probably could get that lower than that. The fuel was fine. I worked it out with the timing. We'll be running that fuel for qualifying tomorrow. 100%. Yeah, I like the idea of the hypercar class, so I think that'll make it a lot more interesting. I think that'll make more... You know what? I think that'll be good for people getting back into hypercars as well, because I know hypercars are still great in that, but they've lost their... Remember when it was like the F40 and the Lamborghini Countach and all that? It used to be like... They used to always have posters up everywhere and used to be like, oh my god, look at that car. Now it's died down a bit. That should bring it back a bit, that I think. And let's start this race anyway. Yeah, we just burn fuel for the first lap on, and then we pit. And then we'll do burning fuel, pit, and then a reasonably fast lap to warm the tyres up, and then you flying lap, and you get your fuel down doing that. Right, let's try and... I'm going to try and concentrate a bit for this one. Yeah, Matt. 'Tires are cold. $24 out of lemons. No, why am I running wide there? Definitely better to brake a bit earlier there, because just get a better exit speed, because then watch the difference on exit. I should get, yeah, gain on exit. He'll gain a bit now, but then top speed I should pull away again. So he gains in 4th and 5th gear, but then, well, 4th gear, I think at this point now I should start pulling away in 6th gear. Let's see, yeah, we start bringing it back, and now it's equaling out, but then we pull away now. Ah, I didn't swing it in right. Crap. It annoyed me. That curve is so dodgy and this Ford nearly spun me again. Balls, mess that up. I don't get that penalty because I literally backed out. I didn't run too far wide. I kept it on the... the penalties are going to be such a proper art ball ache tomorrow. It's just going to be awkward. You can't... You feel like you can't push on some of the corners because they're a bit too strict. That was better through there. Much better. GT Alex, are you on about the video with the penalty system? GT Alex. I don't know what his YouTube name is. I presume it's just GT Alex. But it really does show the situation with the penalty system. It's quite funny that it's as bad as like some of the stuff that they just try and it works. It's just it's really bad. That's all I can say. Like in lower splits there'll be people definitely abusing it. I'm driving awful here. Better. That was better. That was better. Carried the speed through the corner. I think I've only ever had one issue with Momos, and it wasn't that bad, to be fair. I mean, he went for a dive, but never had a massive issue with him. But I'm sure that'll change. But I don't do too many daily races, so. Yeah, there's not a massive difference between, like, in terms of how clean they are. You've got to make sure you need to be 90 or above on your safety rating. You check that out on Kudos Prime. It doesn't matter if you're S, because you can still be S and have an 80 rating, and that won't mean you're in the clean lobby. You need to have 90 plus, or you risk running down into really low light levels of drivers. Oh, it's better. Much better. Is it going to be a 57? Ah, I thought it might be a 57. On third lap as well. It's not too bad for the third lap. Oh, that wasn't very good through there. GT40. Yeah, definitely try and not get a penalty. I think once you're 100% concentrating and not reading chat on that, then I think your concentration will be a bit better, so that you won't pick up penalties. But when I'm trying to read both, it does get a bit tricky. But yeah, it'll definitely be a case of avoiding penalties. Especially in, I would say, the lower tiers as well, because I imagine some people will they'll be getting penalties every few corners. Yeah, he's in the Nissan though. The Nissan GTR, very, very fast car. I think it might be stronger than the Ford GT, to be honest, around there. I'm not too sure. It seems better on initial acceleration. The only point I get away from it is 6th gear, really. I think he's just messed that corner up, but you'll see, like, he's leveling the gap off now. Oh, he's binned it. He binned it. Yeah, stay on the track and lower. Like, yeah, definitely. If you can just keep consistent, don't get penalties and stay on the track and stay out of trouble, you probably get good results no matter what. I had to go in 1st gear because I braked too late. Oh, the car gets really loose on this end of this final lap. I didn't even get rid of it all. Yeah, even in top safe, normally if I qualify, say I have a bad qualifying P14, you'll gain 3 or 4 places just by people making errors or penalties and stuff. So if you keep it, we definitely can get this in the 50. I think we need to be aiming for like a total race time of 15 minutes 57 or something like that. 58, 59, maybe 59. There was a few errors in there, obviously the penalty at the end added that. So 1 second, we did it in 16 minutes 03 then. Take away that we braked on the line 02. So yeah, if we can get it into the 15 minutes 59, 58, I'll be happy. But then with Slipstream, it could be way faster. It could be like, you could be seeing people. You're right, Mario. How are you, mate? You could be looking at people getting way fast times. You could be going so fast down the streets. Manufacturer, the video is on the channel, mate. It went quite well. We got lucky in the last slot of the day. I managed to qualify P5 in the Mustang, which I didn't expect. And then we held on for P6, literally held on. But the videos, I've uploaded the shortened video on the channel, so if you want to check that out, because I recorded the stream. I do that now. I try and record the stream while I'm streaming, obviously. Nations. Might do a Nations of it now. I might end this stream now because I've got to pick the kids up in about an hour. So I'm going to stream again later. We're going to do more probably from about 6:30 to about 9 o'clock. We're going to stream, so 2-hour stream, something like that. Yeah, once you lose the suck, you're done for you, especially in the Mazda. But yeah, we'll stream from about 6:30 till 9. Some more manufacturers practice with maybe a Nations run, just to try it. I need to jump on the time trial though, really, just to see what. Let's have a little look. Let's end this lobby now, anyway. Just end that there. Sorry, everyone who thought we were racing again, but Yeah, we're going live again later, Mario. About 6:30 probably, something like that. Let's just have a little look at the time trial for Nations now, see what car it is. I would presume it's the Audi, I would think would be up there, but let's have a little look. I just don't know what the Audi will be like with the race though, because it's a flat out race. It's the Audi. Alpine VGT. Alpine VGT. What? What's going on here? Oh, I hate. Do you know what? It kind of ruins it when it's a car like that. Is that the? Let's see if I've even got that. I wanted it to be like all the LMP1 cars that were strong, not the bloody. Where the hell is this Alpine? I haven't even got this car. Where is it? Let's go and buy it. The Alpine isn't very good on the race. Why is it hybrid? If it's not hybrid, then it'll be better than the Audi. Don't have the money for it. Yeah. What is it under this? Is it under Europe? I would think Alpine would be under Europe. There it is. So is it that Vision one? Ah. What the hell is that car? I really wish it was just grouped like proper LMP cars. Oh, well, I want to try the faster. I want to try the car that's pretty much topping it first, really. Never driven this. Is this a hybrid or is it just yeah, I've seen the Tomahawk in 5th. Is this a hybrid though? Or is it just a... Let's just have a little look and see. We'll just get in it and quickly see. Let's just see what it actually feels like to drive. I'll quickly do... I've got 10 minutes just to have a little try. So this one's 5 laps. Times 3 fuel, times 7 tyre. We're racing mediums. So fuel's not an issue. Doesn't matter about fuel. Oh god. Bloody hell. Yeah, they should separate loads of cars. I mean, GT could have so many different groups of cars, but they just plunk them together. It's just stupid. That's another thing that bugs me with the game. Like, it's like Group 2 should be separated between the old cars and the new cars so that we could have different classes of racing. You could have... So when you could have... Instead of just having Group 2 all the time, you could have them older cars. Just the 3 older cars. Yeah, group... Like, it won't happen, Matty. Yeah, you're right. We've said it 100 times, but... It never... They ain't going to do it, let's be brutally honest, because it probably means reprogramming the whole system the way they do the cars. Let's just see what this is like then. Okay, so this is just a flat out... No. This is just a no hybrid at all. Okay, so it's not got... doesn't rev very high. Oh, it feels weird to drive. Surprisingly very stable though. Oh my god, it's got a lot of grip through there though. I didn't really need to lift then. I don't know why I lifted. How many gears has it got? 7. Oh, it's got a lot of decent straight line speed, this car. Jesus. Look at it go. Oh, it's so loose on the braking though. This car's going to be twitching around on the braking. Might have to go... So we got no pace at the moment. We're way off, but I just want to get a feel. I quite like this car. If this is the car that people are going to use, I feel like this car should suit me. It feels quite nice to drive. Very good brakes as well. It just looks shit though, doesn't it? I mean. Got quite a nice cockpit view though. I won't be racing that though. Oh. Yeah, it is. It is ugly, yeah. The front end is so weird on this car. Like, you can probably see it. It's like it's always going like that through the corner. I'm not sure about that. It's a bit weird. I mean, it's not a very good lap. It's just a... We're way off the pace, but... That'll be a penalty. They got rid of that penalty there when you run wide. It looks like they have. I need to try it. We'll try it out. We'll test this out later. So we'll do maybe split the stream half and half and do manufacturing nations. That was awful through there. I want the Ferrari. Why is the 488 not in the game yet? It baffles me because the 488 should have been like, it should be in the game. Let's be honest. Like, it's in a set. It was in the original Assetto Corsa. It's in Project Cars 2. It's probably in Forza. I don't know. It's in iRacing. Why is it not in this? It's a weird situation. Yeah, the Bentley I'd like, but I don't think they've got the Bentley license. But they clearly got the Ferrari license, so why have they not put it in the game? Oh, went too aggressive there. And there. Just lost about 6/10 of a, well, about 7/10 of a second. The M8 GTE. Yeah, it doesn't bother me, that car, if I'm honest. I don't know. It's so weird, the front end on this car. Ah, balls. Right. Let's have a little look at the so that we should be able to go quite a bit faster with that, but let's have a little look what time that was doing. I can't remember. What was it? 7 3, only 3. I mean, there's definitely 2.5 seconds left in that. Well, 2.8 say, which will take me down to a 218 flat. Where would the 218 flat put me? The 218 flat would put me up there. So but then how the hell we need to get to 216 flat? I'll have to watch that and let's just I'd be interested to see the track limits, because sometimes people abuse the track limits on this one. In Group 1 it normally lets you abuse a bit. The SRT's all the way down there. Gotta be the Alpine by the looks of that, but it's just tyre wear I don't know about. Interesting. Interesting. Right. Not too far off the pace off one lap though, to be fair. I thought I'd be more off the pace than that. So we'll try this out later. It's only, well, it says 315, it's a 316. It just crept in, so it's basically a 316 flat. So I can see, like, my lap was scruffy, so take 2.5, 3 seconds off that, we'd be down to 3 minutes 17.5 to 8, something like that. And we'd only be 1.5 off the pace, which isn't too bad at a track this length. Check the replay. We could have a little look while we've got a few minutes to have a little. Let's have a little watch. He might be alright on the limits, because I know he's quite fast sometimes. Have a little look and see. Have a little look where he's changing gear as well, because it might need. I've never driven this car before, so no idea how you shift it. The Alpine should have race pace purely because it's not got hybrid. It's just flat out acceleration. So if it's there on the time trial leaderboard, unless tyre wear is an issue, it's going to be fast in the race. The only cars that really have an issue with race pace are hybrids, because they chew up all their hybrid and then they've got nothing left for like lap 2 and 3 and stuff. Oh yeah, it's already on all. Yeah, so you just rev it to the end. Pretty much just before the end. So just before it hits the end of the limiter, it looks like it. Let's just have a little look. I want to see its limits through. It's all fair through there. Fourth. This is where I lost a lot of time on my lap. Yeah, he goes in 5th gear and just keeps it planted near enough. Just a little lift, so you'll gain all the way down the straight then. Why is it broken? It's not broken. I don't get it. What do you mean? Fair enough through there. So it seems they shift it a little bit early. You'll see that it's shifting it like in 4th and 5th, he'll shift just before the end there. Just a little bit early. And again there. And again there. Weird line through there. You stay to the right quite a bit. Normally you'd want to come from like the left so you straight line the braking. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, you mean the penalty system? Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's how it should be really, but I think they've gone a bit too strict with the penalties. But that is kind of how it should be really, but I would rather that than people cutting corners though like they were doing, if I'm honest. Because in the race, you just got to be careful. I think I could get down to a 17. This isn't a strong track for me, so I doubt I'd get anywhere near this lap. I'll probably be a second off it. But will this be the car to use though? That's the question. We need to test it out later. Bloody hell. Tyre wear is only on time 7 though, and it's only 5 laps. And to be honest, this track had never been a tyre wear killer in Group 1. I mean, it might look like there's room for improvement, but there won't be much. You'll be surprised. Because sometimes it looks like it's the way that he's driving it. I mean, he is on the limit pretty much there. It was a very good lap. I think like Lightning would be able to go faster, for example, but not by much. Maybe a 15.5, something like that. It was definitely a good lap. So I need to aim to try and get 17.0, I think. That'll be my aim in time trial. Right. Let's end this stream anyway. And then we'll stream again, 6:30-ish. I just want to know if that's going to be the car to use. It might be. Right. Yeah, we'll be back live around 6:30 and we'll do the same. Some more manufacturer testing and we'll do a race or two in the nations. I'm still not convinced whether I'll do it yet, but it might not be the limits didn't feel as bad in the Group 1 for some reason. Maybe it's because we've just been doing manufacturers, so we're used to them now. So let's see how it goes anyway. But thank you again for everyone who came in the stream. I appreciate it. We'll see you about 6:30 if you want to rejoin. So in about 4 hours, something like that. Well, yeah, about 3.5, 4 hours. Around, when I say around 6:30, it could be 6:30, it could be 7 o'clock. So just keep an eye on the notifications. Make sure you click that notification button if you haven't already done it, and then you'll be alerted when I go live. And we'll practice some more, see if we can get a bit more speed. Definitely getting there. Just got to keep picking up the lap times a bit. So I'll see you all later. Have a good day. Have a good night if you can't rejoin us later, and I'll see you all tonight for another stream. See you later, everyone.